Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with Micah,
hey,
Rob,
hey,
and Terrence.
What's up?
And guest Chris from Three Black Geeks.
Yo, what's up?
Three Brack Geeks?
Yes, Three Black Geeks.
No, you said Brack.
Yeah, he's a bit Asian pronunciation.
Either that or you're a bunch of Space Ghost sidekicks.
That would also work.
Pour one out for the voice of Space Ghost. He's dead now.
Yeah, that's true. He did
It's
that.
very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So we do have a new episode coming for episode 56, which will be Boyz N the Hood. So here's a little bit of that trailer right now.
I just don't want to see you end up dead or in jail. A drunk standing in front of one of these liquor stores. Can you understand that?
They shot my brother. They shot my brother.
South Central Los Angeles, a place where drugs, crime, and violence rule the streets.
Why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner in this community? Why? Yeah. For the same reason that there's a liquor store on almost every corner in the black community. Why? They want us to kill ourselves.
We got a problem here? We got a problem here?
Can we have one night where there ain't no fight, nobody gets shot?
Mama's boy? Something wrong?
Something wrong? Yeah. It's just too bad you don't know what it is.
Shit just goes on and on, you know. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
You have to think, young brother, about your future. Listen, I want to do something with my life, all right? I want to be somebody.
We still got one brother left, man.
Okay, so that was a trailer for Boyz N the Hood. Obviously, it's the 1991 John Singleton film about growing up in a really shitty neighborhood and getting shot. And I think there's other messages or something. I don't really remember.
Messages.
So, of course, now we do what we normally do, which is we put the 15-minute timer on and discuss a random topic of the week. So the random topic this week is cultural appropriation. So first, I guess let's define what that is. Basically, when white people take something that is not white and make it their, kind of just steal it and then sort of act like they're making it their own. Good thing, bad thing, or is there more of a nuanced answer like anything else?
It's when you call it appropriation that it's one thing to emulate other cultures and appreciate where it came from. It's another to straight up fucking take that shit and act like all of a sudden big butts are in style because some white woman got big butts, and that's never happened before.
Yeah, I will say this: being on Twitter, you start realizing just how much cultural appropriation just hits out in society because, you know, as you mentioned with the, you know, big asses being in style and stuff, you see a lot of, you know, black guys and other guys of different ethnicities saying, oh, this white chick got a big ass and stuff like that. And it's like, well, that's not necessarily new, dude. Like, come on.
My first girlfriend in high school made me realize that I was an ass man. That was
and
she made me crash into a locker. I was walking in the hallway. She was from it was funny. She was from New York. Her name was Quinn Treese.
Nigga.
She was fine. Shut up.
Hey, I get it.
I understand it, but that's a black ass name.
That's black as shit. But yeah, I was walking down the hallway one day, and I'm like, and she was wearing a white and black striped dress, vertical stripes.
That'll do it.
Goddamn right. I was walking, I had my back. Bam. Exactly. I was like, oh shit, and I knew what my purpose in life was.
Butt man begins.
So yeah, having a fat ass is not remotely new. I don't like white people.
How did that even become the answer?
I'm never going to not laugh at that.
It's utterly ridiculous.
What the fuck? I can't stand
I mean, cultural appropriation doesn't just happen. You know, it's not just
one culture to another culture. Because I know a lot of black dudes that wish they were Asian.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know a lot of Asian people that wish. I don't know these people, but now all of a sudden they wish they were black. Everybody want to be a nigga. Nobody want to be a nigga.
Yep.
That's all you have to say. Iggy Azalea, she gets a lot of flack. She's a terrible artist. She is.
It's rightfully so. The problem with her would be if she didn't say stupid shit like, "Well, I'm getting so much flack, but how come Eminem is?" And it's like, see, I was on your back. I was going with you, Iggy, until you said that.
You said some stupid shit like you're terrible. I don't really hate her as much as everyone else does. I find her fucking fake accent to be an issue.
It's offensive.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like she's fucking Australian and she didn't really have a hard life like she says she did. Like she moved to America when she was 16 because she wanted to.
You know how hard your life is if you can afford to move from Australia to the United States?
Yeah, she just moved here just because she wanted to. Her parents were like, you don't need to do that. And she was like, I want to. And then you moved here and you had no money. That's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
You chose to do that stupid shit.
Yeah, put another shrimp on the Barbie and sit your ass down. What the fuck?
Well, let's talk about things that like aren't cultural. Like recently there was that thing on the news with the girl that had her hair.
Yeah, she had box braids.
And that's fine. Like she wanted box braids.
That was fucking stupid. Like, as much as I love black women, you guys jumped the calm down.
She wants to wear braids. But that goes to a larger question. When does it stop becoming cultural appropriation and just something that you like?
If that little girl said, "Look what I invented," box braids. All right, then
Her story was she saw someone with box braids. Hey, I like those. And she went to the fucking salon and got box braids.
And then you got grown ass women online trying to dress down this child
for doing something she thought looked cool. She liked the look of it. She thought you looked good with that hair and wanted to emulate that because she loved the way it looked.
You would have thought that little girl was walking around with a bone in her nose the way people were fucking.
It's the same thing that we in the geek culture have. When we have with people where it's like we don't like when new people jump in on something we already did. And it's the same with her. She put those braids in her hair and it's like, well, how dare she do that? And it's like, well, what's wrong with her doing that? And like I say, we in the geek culture, when we had that influx of new people that never would have touched a comic book in their life jump in and do it now we're being the shady people like, oh, well, how do you pick up a comic book? Fuck you. You weren't part of this whole thing. And it's like, yeah.
Well honestly,
we were getting beat up.
Those people, those same people
with me shooting in the gym.
Those same people that are upset at new people coming into comic books also kind of need to shut the fuck up because new people coming into comic books is a good thing. That means more money going into comic books, and you get more of what you want in the end. Like those
fucking complaining about.
Like, let me say something. Those fucking shitty Transformers movies are garbage, but they make so much money and they have poured so much money back into the franchise that I now get shit that I never would have gotten otherwise.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's the thing with these. It's like, well, if a white chick wants to do that, it's like if a white dude, it's like at one point. I remember a white dude getting shit because he wanted to put on a pair of Jordans and shit. Like, oh, you ain't black enough to have some fucking Jordans. You know, that was a thing.
A bunch of fucking white people made the goddamn shoes.
Yeah, and it's like, I remember that being a thing in the early 90s.
Well, they put them together.
Okay, that's
the Asians were paid 5 cents to make them.
Yeah, but who do you think buying those basketball game tickets? It ain't us.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look. Here's the thing. I think there's a decent line in cultural appropriation. I think that when you are like, and I don't think it's such an easy thing to say. Like, oh, I think Iggy Azalea's issues with being called out for a cultural appropriation, I think they matter and they're valid because she's literally putting on a black accent to
Charlie
appeal.
Baltimore, by the way.
Oh, she's
pretty much. I mean, yeah.
But like she's making herself appear to be black in order to break into that industry. Eminem doesn't put on a black accent. That motherfucker sounds like that when he's talking. Like he just happens to be a rapper. Like, and everybody's like, yeah, Eminem can rap. Like nobody's like fuck Eminem because he's white. Like that's not the problem. Is that you're trying to pretend to be something that you're not.
And you're not good at it. Like,
yeah, you also suck.
Like if you're gonna take something, like you better be the best at it.
Yeah, at least Eminem has some fucking real skill.
Yeah.
All right, so
spaghetti.
So I have a question as to whether or not this is appropriation. Washington has a football team. Look, I'm still gonna call them the Redskins. I don't give a fuck.
That's what their name is.
The Redskins have a lot of fans, and they have fans who come in wearing native headdress and tomahawks and shit like that.
That's offensive.
That shit is unacceptable.
Appropriation, or is that hardcore fandom?
No, I don't even think it's appropriation. I just think it is a level of accepted bigotry.
It's ignorance.
Just straight up. Just straight up.
Pure willful ignorance.
What if there was a team like the fucking the Washington Spear Chuckers and they were like, oh, like with the fucking Shaka Zulu outfit on? Like we would be flipping out.
And they argue.
The Bullets caught a lot of shit, and they were the fucking Bullets.
Right. Well, that's because niggas was getting shot.
Yeah, but like,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
still.
It's like saying that Spear Chucker, the name comes from a place of honor and respect, like they keep trying to say about Redskins.
Redskin does not come from a fucking place. That was your derogatory term for
Seriously.
Native Americans.
Hey, can't wait to go watch the Washington Jigaboos. Is it Jigaboo? Is it Jigaboo? I mean, I didn't even know it was a word. That's why I used it twice. I didn't even know. I wanted to push that woman down a flight of stairs. But it was also hilarious. And they're sitting next to Steve Harvey in that goddamn suit. Let a pimp on that fucking TV show. Dude, look, I think cultural appropriation is in fact a real thing, and I think that it's hard to say that being into rap music or being a rapper or being into a certain hairstyle is fucked up, because at a certain point we have to progress as human beings and just it's okay to like other things that you weren't necessarily raised in. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
It's the Washington bank controllers, because I mean it's honorable to say that, hey, you control all the banks, but then when you say the mascot is a big nosed Jew, there's a problem there.
Yeah, that would be really racist. Like it would be.
Can you think of any off the top of your head? Can you think of any instances where something is like, all right, this is clearly cultural appropriation? Besides, everybody knows about Iggy Azalea because she's the hot.
She's the new hotness.
For some reason,
I mean, I would argue that like women with big asses. I would argue that is
that's why I told my story.
If you get implants for asses or lips, you need to stop.
Which lips?
Do us both gross. Do a squat, okay? 50 of them.
The obvious one is rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
Music.
All of music.
We created all of it.
Shit.
Except for the stuff we don't like. No, but I mean, that's true.
Blues? Yeah, I mean, look at like the
I mean,
blues and shit
American
like that.
music as we know it is all coming from us. But at the same time, is it wrong for was it cultural appropriation when Elvis basically went in and did a straight copy of black musicians at the time? Yes, it was fucking wrong, and it absolutely was cultural appropriation. But at the same time, being a white person and appreciating that type of music and growing up with that type of music and then playing something similar, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's how music has progressed, because somebody's influence from Tennessee mixed with somebody's influence from New Orleans. You know what I mean? Like, it's all in taking it and making it your own thing as if it didn't exist before you. That it's the difference between an invention and a discovery.
How about when you take yes, it is cultural appropriation to take all of the holidays of another popular religion, meld them into your own to make your religion super popular.
Yeah, that's
like Christianity.
Yeah. I mean, they did.
It's exactly what they did.
Yeah,
Christians are fucked up.
What about? All right.
I didn't say it this time.
Oh, but I thought it. Yeah. We'll see you next time. What if for ends of shit will Terrence say this time? You never know. But no, I think that's a good point. Actually.
Is Darius Rucker appropriating a culture?
Not really. I wouldn't even say it. He's just adapting.
Which culture? Like, he does country music now.
Country music.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just adapted. That's all he did.
I don't think he's necessarily appropriating the culture, because I mean, again, he's not pretending like he came up with country music on his own.
Yeah.
Like he's bringing it back. He's blackifying it. Like, no, he's just fucking hootie.
I would say Kid Rock to an extent did that shit with hip hop, where he was like, "Oh man, I love hip hop. It was in my soul." And then all of a sudden, after that whole thing with him and Limp Bizkit kind of faded off, he's like, "Well, shit, I love rock, man. Rock is in my blood." I'm like, "But you just said on MTV like a year ago, hip hop was in your blood." And
listen,
hip hop was in his blood until he became popular off of hip hop, and then he decided he wanted to go and do what he really felt.
Here's an example of somebody that is just doing what he feels and is not appropriating anything. Everlast does all kinds of shit, but he just does it because it's in him.
Dude with a pacemaker. Doesn't he have a pacemaker? He almost died, right?
Look, I mean, you could argue somebody like
behind the music on him.
You could argue somebody like Justin Timberlake. Is he considered cultural appropriation?
No, some people will say yes, but I don't think so.
I consider him talented.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this motherfucker can sing. You know what? I'll buy a Justin Timberlake
Really
album.
sing that well, but his music,
those albums are hot.
The album.
How
it's
dare
hot enough.
look, how dare you?
Do you blame?
It's hot enough to be the McDonald's jingle forever now.
Future Sex Love Sound is one of my favorite fucking albums.
It's good.
Do you blame Vanilla Ice?
Yes,
for his.
He's going to be performing at the Selma anniversary thing.
I think that's something. But I'm like, what black person sat there and said, "Hey, let's get
BET hired him
to do what?
To play,
to clean up,
to build a house."
What song?
This is why BET
Go
is
Ninja,
evil.
Go Ninja, Go. Ninja
I'm
rap.
gonna say Ice Ice Baby.
If
That's
this
the only
nigga
hit he
played
got.
Ice fucking Baby at the.
If he's rapping on Glory, I'll push something over.
Again,
Dude, if he raps Glory, I would love to see Twitter just blow up and explode in the fury.
Look. All I know is that you, as black people listening or non-black people listening, this is why we hate BET. This is the very reason.
Seriously.
Like, of all the black rappers, I don't know, Vanilla Ice. He's not even relevant now. Call Eminem. At least he's relevant. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
I guess it's less insulting than Iggy.
What?
I guess I don't know.
I would rather Iggy.
At least she's relevant.
That's true.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. I could only assume Vanilla Ice just said, "Hey, look, I still love black people. Can I come to Selma?" It was fucked up. I think that's how the conversation went. And somebody was like, "Okay."
Hey, I still like Black Money. Can I come to Selma?
Hey, Suge Knight's arrested, so I feel free to walk the streets again. Yeah, I'll be coming on down.
How many heart attacks has Suge Knight had since he's been arrested? So he can, that motherfucker
Nah, I think what it is
You can't kill
Ice
Sugar Knight.
option to redo somebody's house for free. So that's what happened.
Yep. He has a fucking show.
All right, last question.
All right.
Do you think people are being too sensitive about what you claim is, not you specifically, but what you claim is cultural appropriation?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, I hate,
Like
and
the little girl.
I like the little girl. I have made this point a number of times. We live in a fucking outrage culture, and there are people who peddle that shit to become more and more popular on the internet, and I can't stand it. And they get mad about everything. Oh, you can't fucking say anything about anything because it's offensive to men, it's offensive to women, it's offensive to black women, it's offensive to whatever. And they just pick a topic and they're always outraged. Not everything is the worst thing in the world. And cultural appropriation is it's a fine line, and it matters why you say it. If you're dressing down, like you said, a little white girl with box braids, go fuck yourself. Well, little black girls haven't been able to wear it. Okay, that ain't her fault. She's not the principal of some fucking school.
Dial up to 0 to 100, and that's not even just black culture. That's every culture. They'll go 0 to 100 off the break without even stopping and thinking for 2 seconds on like.
If you're yelling about some little girl with box braids, man, go back and examine your life because it sucks.
Turn the show off. I don't want you listening.
Yeah, exactly. But tell a friend who's
lunatic.
reasonable right before.
And that says a lot about me because there's been at least 2 times on our show we've said something that's against popular opinion, and we actually had somebody that was like, "I disagree with you guys." I'm like, "Well, we're not a political show, dude. That's just our viewpoint. So I mean, you don't have to listen to it.
You can disagree with us.
I mean, look, you can be wrong all you want. Like, it's just, I'm not preventing you from being wrong.
Yeah.
But,
Thanks for
I'm
listening.
Gonna tell you that you're wrong.
Yeah.
I
apologize for
it's
nothing.
an opinion. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are people that have said far worse than us. I mean,
Yeah, it's this show. Hello.
yeah.
Have you been
That's
listening? We say way worse shit, and we get letters, and some I respond to, some I just go, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Have we gotten any letters on my hatred for the
For the white man?
white man?
No. I think white people find it hilarious, actually. They're like, yeah, we get it.
I'm sure the white people that listen to the show probably hate other white people also.
What was it? You responded to like a Facebook thing, and you were like, man, I hate white people. And Andy, who was white, was like, I hear you, brother.
Actually, we got the same thing too because the podcast group that we're part of and stuff. It's like some
man.
people, some of them they're all white. Some of them are British and some of them are from the States and stuff. And I think D had put something along the lines of "fucking white people," and I think one of the guys, Mo, was like, "Yep, I tell you, I fucking hate whitey," and we were just fucking dying.
See, okay, my fiance is white. I've heard her on many occasions. Fuck white people.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just gotta say it.
You gotta say it. Gotta get it.
Y'all be fucking up.
Yeah.
All the white folks out there, y'all be fucking up sometimes.
One
A lot. Seinfeld has said it at some
Like, that
times.
shit's ridiculous. You do some stupid shit.
Well,
I
what
know
was
we
it-
do stupid shit.
What was
Y'all do
the
stupid
what was
shit.
the article I just read the headline to you when we were in the middle of a break? It was a Wall Street Journal journalist said that Obama ruined his speech that he gave about Selma because he talked about voter suppression now. You do realize what the Selma March was about, right? Like,
Hey, I had the perfect picture for that.
dear white
Somebody
people,
actually
you fucking up.
retweeted it with Obama with shades and it has "you mad" at the bottom. I was like, "Whoop, that's perfect."
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, you guys are fucking up.
I'm done.
All right, that's it for us. We will be back. That was way past 15 minutes, but that's okay. We will be back with a new episode of Black on Black Cinema next week, which will be episode 56, Boyz N the Hood. All right, later, guys.
See ya.
Peace. Adios.